Hello and welcome, my name is Chris from ChristopherHole.com. Welcome to this video where we're going to be talking about Achilles tendon bursitis. So you may have watched my bursitis video previously, which is just a more general look at the different bursas around the body. What we're going to be looking at or focusing on in this one are the bursas of the ankle and foot. So three parts of this video are: what is Achilles tendon bursitis? Then we're going to look at some anatomy involved, and then we're going to look at potential treatments that you want to consider. Again, this video isn't here to diagnose or for you to self-diagnose. It's just here for education to better understand causes, the anatomy, and some potential treatments that you could look into. But it's always worth going to see a health or medical professional to get it properly diagnosed and properly treated. So first of all, what is Achilles tendon bursitis? Well, as you can see here, it's repeated trauma / friction that causes inflammation of the bursa. And the bursas are down here. You've got two of them. You've got a subcutaneous calcaneal bursa, which goes between the skin and the Achilles tendon. And then you've got the retrocalcaneal bursa, which goes between the calcaneal bone and the Achilles tendon. So you've got one between the skin and the Achilles tendon on the, let's just say, the outside. And then you've got the bursa between the calcaneal bone or the heel bone and the Achilles tendon, which you could say is on the inside or the front side, and then you've got one on the back side of the Achilles tendon. So that's basically the anatomy that's involved. The Achilles tendon joins here. The insertion of the Achilles tendon is on the calcaneal bone here, and then it goes up into the soleus and gastrocnemius. So when we come on to treatment, I'll talk about that. But also down here, you've got the insertion point or the origin of the plantar fascia, which is a big sort of tissue that goes from your heel bone down onto your, I guess, your toes down here, which again I'll sort of elaborate on in a second. But when we talk about treating it, first of all, we want to keep the heel raised. We want to ice it. So initially, we want to be doing that sort of rest ice compression and elevation. Then what we might want to think about is change of shoe or change of trainer, because a part of the cause will be the repeated trauma or friction that's caused by this area of the shoe here, which is this raised heel. Now, if this raised sort of part of the heel or back of the shoe, if you will, becomes sort of quite hard and old, the repeated rubbing or friction or trauma that causes will create that inflammation. So we want to be looking for a, you could say, like a nice, soft, comfortable back to our shoes. So if that's not the case, you might want to think about getting some new ones and just making sure that your foot is sort of fully supported. When I talked about the Achilles tendon and going up into the gastroc and the plantar fascia, when we're talking about treatment, if you go to any sort of manual therapist, like a massage therapist or sports massage therapist, you want to make sure that they're treating below the injury and above it, because it's very common for, okay, the problem may be here, but you may get tension or some sort of residual pain going on the bottom of the foot or up the back of the leg. So it's very much you being able to sort of understand your body well enough that you're getting the right treatment for it. Now, the massage therapy that will go to the plantar fascia on the bottom of the foot, the Achilles tendon and the gastroc and the soleus above it, basically just wants to be delivering blood and restructuring those tissues so you're able to, or so your body's able to heal correctly. So it's just making sure that the treatment you're getting is the most effective. So making sure that you treat below it the plantar fascia and above it the Achilles, the gastroc and the soleus. So many thanks for watching. Hopefully it's been helpful. Bits that we've covered are what it is. So it's a repeated trauma or friction. We know that there are two of them, one on the front side of the Achilles and one on the back side of the Achilles tendon. We know what part of the shoe that it's affecting, and we know how to treat it. So many thanks for watching. My name is Chris from ChristopherHole.com. I will speak to you in a future video.